What's going on, everybody? This is Jack Danaher 2001 here, and I'm here with the unboxing review of the 80th Anniversary Thomas. Now, I bought this last month, and apparently it took quite some time to arrive, but here it is. It is in my hands. We're going to take a look at the box. And I have a hunch that I will keep this box. They said the Thomas & Friends logo, and then the 80th anniversary patch, or logo, or whatever you want to call it. It's the info. And let's take a look at the sides. Yeah, does that look great or what? I love the little promo that's from the book. That was in the second Railway Series book, Thomas the Tank Engine, of course. Of course, here's the bottom. In case some of you would like to see the bottom of the box. It features Railway Series Thomas along with Annie and Clarabel from the books as well. I'm already in love with this box. I mean, I'm keeping this. I would love to keep this box. I mean, it's so cool. And it's the same battery placement as the original Thomas, as it has been for 30 years now. It's the same chassis, same drive unit as it's been for 30 years. I mean, I don't think Plarail will change it anytime soon. So, let's go ahead and unbox Railway Series Thomas from Plarail, and this will be in fast motion. Okay, so here we have Thomas and Annie and Clarabel. So let's take a look in the instruction manual first. Apparently this is not the way to put the battery in. Instead, this is how to not mess with a new drive unit. It's just this. And here's the back if you want to see it. So phone number, all the info. Fortunately, I can't read Japanese. And this also features a little book. A little book of all the characters, I believe. Let's open it up. See, so here's Thomas. So you can pause whatever you like to. You can pause the video and check the pictures and all that. Yeah, that was the front. Here's Thomas. Here's Henry. All from the original illustrations. So here's Percy, Harold, Edward, Gordon, Diesel, I believe. That is Diesel. Mavis. Yeah, it features all sorts of characters. James, Bertie, Trevor, and Toby, Scarloey, Duncan. Apparently Duncan is in his TV series paint job or livery, as opposed to the one from the Railway Series where every narrow gauge character in the Railway Series is painted red, as opposed to a lot of different colors. Like Sir Handel was blue, Peterson was green, Rusty was orange. Those are the examples of that, because they were originally from the Railway Series. Of course, they were painted different colors. Bill and Ben. And finally, Duck. And then you can see the second Railway Series book, Thomas the Tank Engine, in Japanese, of course. And if you want to see the back, this is the back. A QR code, unless you want to scan it with your phone or something on your device, whatever you have. and the Hit Entertainment logo instead of Mattel Creations. Look at that. There is a Mattel logo on this box you can see here. So, let's get into what you all have been waiting for. Let me get my hands on this Thomas, Annie, and Clarabel. So let's start with Clarabel. Now, the fact that with Annie and Clarabel is that they're not based on their original basis. I mean, in the Railway Series books, Annie and Clarabel are longer than they are in the TV series. So I don't think that's really a miss. But I just love what they did. I mean, they really stepped up their game in this one. I mean, this blew Bachmann away out of the waters. Now, that's all I have to say. This head bodied the Bachmann Thomas set, which is actually a standard Thomas with the original cargo that was in the second Railway Series book. That was in Thomas and the Trucks. So here's Annie. And apparently these two don't have nameplates, which is bizarre. I mean, yeah, I don't think these two had any nameplates on the Railway Series. Oh, yeah, the underneath is just the same as usual. So, what you've been waiting for, here he is. Railway Series Thomas himself in his glory. Let's take a fascinating look at this Thomas. And oh my God. Isn't this model wonderful? And apparently, this is a different tone of blue, or a different style blue. That's what I realized that now opening this up, this is a different blue. Apparently there's no back, which is kind of a flop. Since, as you know, on my Thomas, he has a back. Or people actually printed a back for a Railway Series Thomas for anyone who has it, that has a back sticker. I don't know if I'll get it at some point. But just let me have this moment. This model is fascinating. I love this. And I love the face that they made. I'm surprised it wasn't a paper face. They decided to make it 3D, which is pretty interesting, but this is amazing. Let's take a look. And whoa, the stickers have a different feeling too, as opposed like, you know, the usual touch, but this is a different touch. It's like a paper feel. You know what I mean? Wow. So here's the running board. And of course, this drive unit is we all know and love in the Plarail range. And of course, it runs. It's a different sounding. I mean, it doesn't sound good. Well, especially that it's out from the box, but I'm hoping it'll run fine. So, why not? Because I have my own Thomas and Annie and Clarabel. I mean, why not? Why not take a comparison with my Thomas, Annie, and Clarabel and compare it to the Railway Series one? So here's Clarabel. So we're going to take a look at side by side, of course, different faces. The top or the roof, of course, is a different tone or a different white. This is more grayish. This is more like white, to say the least. On the sides, of course, different orange. And then, of course, like in the TV series, they have nameplates. Clarabel. Of course, with the extra detail here. You can see on top of the wheels. Yeah, this is awesome. I can't believe I'm holding it. I'm surprised I've been holding this Thomas in my own hands. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited to run this thing. So here's Annie. I mean, this is really the same, except for the face and the nameplate. I mean, this is really the same as Clarabel. I mean, of course, they're twins, except Annie is different because she has, well, a different nameplate and she has a different face. Her face is at the front. Meanwhile, Clarabel's face is at the back. Of course, I mean, I'm just going to scan this through since I'm really the same. The same except for the color. So, I'm pretty sure that you all been waiting for this comparison. Here it is. I will love to give a comparison to the Plarail Railway Series Thomas and my Thomas. So, of course, the blue is very different. A different shade of blue. I can see the running board out from my eyes is more of a cream white. And this is more like a light gray and white-ish, to say the least. Of course, the buffer beam and all around, the red is very, very different. This is brighter on my Thomas. I'm surprised that these, I don't know what they are. Are they lamp irons? They aren't painted in, as opposed to my Thomas. And also, these parts are not painted in as well, as you can see. Oh no, on the book they were not painted. Kind of accurate. Oh yeah. Faces, of course, are the same. The paint is very different. The color is extremely different, as opposed to the Plarail and my Thomas. Of course, my Thomas is some kind of detail, especially the black underneath. Whereas this one has not, even though I would like to get into it at some point, which I don't know if I will. Oh, here's the back, and of course, the lack of the back has left people very disappointed. But I just really don't care. It's like, I'm just glad I have this Thomas. And, yep. And, well, of course, the underneath. A different shade of red. I mean, this is a completely different set of colors. This is a completely different blue, a different red, a different white, and I know the black is the same. Meanwhile, Annie and Clarabel are different shades of orange and gray. Or white, I don't know. So, let's give Railway Series Thomas his run. We're at the railway, and here comes Railway Series Thomas's run. Here we go. Alright, the hill climb. Alright, he did it. He didn't do a good job, but he did it. But now, we're going to have a race between the Railway Series Thomas and my Thomas. So before I end this video, I would like to have a race between the Railway Series Thomas and my Thomas. They're both pulling their respective Annie and Clarabels. So let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Railway Series Thomas was off to a good start until my Thomas about to take the lead. Well, this looks to be tight right now. Alright, lap 2. Well, this looks to be tight. Well, I saw that the Railway Series Thomas is a bit slow, so that's why he had a little bit of a head start. But it looks like that my Thomas is going to try to overtake the Railway Series Thomas as best I can. It's looking pretty tight. Pretty tight race right now. Alright. Lap 3, final lap. Let's see who will come out victorious. This is going to be a tight finish, I believe, but my Thomas is going to try to overtake Railway Series Thomas. Oh, a slight margin, but my Thomas is officially the winner in a close call. That was a close race. So YouTubers, there it is. The unboxing review of the Plarail 80th Anniversary Thomas. Now, when I first saw this online a few months ago, I believe I saw this on Twitter or on YouTube. When I saw this online, I was like, oh, I must get this. I must get this Thomas model. And I did buy it last month. Well, the fact that the shipping was kind of delayed because the person that I bought it from didn't ship it yet until later, like around a week or two. And it arrived in just under 2 weeks. And I was able to get this model. There's some great timing. And I really love this Thomas model. I mean, this is probably one of the best Thomas stuff that Plarail has ever made. And Henry is derailed. Let me get him. This is Old Chip Henry, if you don't know. I've done a custom of this years ago. And there's Thomas. Railway Series Thomas in his glory. You know, honestly, I really thought that Railway Series Thomas from Plarail was going to get like a paper face, you know, as opposed from the books. But apparently they decided to go for a 3D face, which I think they did a good job. So yeah, if you're a collector of TrackMaster or Thomas or Plarail, I would recommend get this model. I would totally recommend it. I'm not going to go into details about Thomas and all of his stories with Annie and Clarabel because, well, he's the main character, and Henry has derailed once again. I mean, his front is very, very light. I might put a weight underneath here, but... So people, as I'm making this announcement, as soon as I move out of this house, which is going to be at some point, I don't know when, I will try to make every single story from the Railway Series. Yes, you heard that correctly. It has been my own project that I've been working on for a decade, and that is why I've been making dozens of characters from the Railway Series over the years, and that is why. Oh, I will try to remake every single story from the Railway Series in TrackMaster Thomas Plarail form. So you're going to have to know when it's coming out. I'm saying it's going to come out like around in 2026 or something, but I don't know what to do. I might make another channel just for the reason because I like to keep my main channel monetized. So why not? I'll make another channel just for it. So yeah. A new channel is going to come very soon. It's going to come at the beginning of this year, which features all of the remakes from all of the Railway Series books, hopefully. So yeah, that's the special announcement. I'm not sure if all of you are going to be excited, but even though what I'm going to do is going to be late for the 80th anniversary of the Railway Series, but I just don't care. It's like, I wanted to do whatever I can. So yeah, that is it for the unboxing review of Plarail Railway Series Thomas. This is Jack Danaher 2001 here saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.